Hi, and thanks for coming back to my YouTube channel. This is Mike with Designs by M, and today I'm going to show you how to put together the Easter Bunny treat box or candy box that was designed by Simply Crafty SVGs. I will go ahead and leave the link in the description box below, but it's basically a candy box. I also think you can put a name tag on it and it would look really cute at your Easter dinner table or any other place setting that you would like to use. So let's get started. Alright, so for today's paper, I am going to go ahead and ink the edges. For the ink cube, I'm using Stamp Abilities ink cubes here in a purple. And the paper that I'm using today is American Crafts cardstock in purple, and then also for the pattern paper is from DCWV, the Girlhood stack. Now I'm going to go ahead and ink my edges because, as you can see here, it gives a little bit of dimension to the solid cardstock. But when I have a pattern paper, normally those come with white core, which means that the inside of the paper is white, and I like to hide that so that it blends a little bit better with my project. So now that my ink blending is done, I'm going to go ahead and glue my acetate piece to my cardstock. And I'm using a piece of acetate here, and I'm using my Zig two-way glue pen, which I find works really well with cardstock and acetate. And now, while my project is flat, I'm going to go ahead and glue my panels together. So I'm going to go ahead and put together the pattern piece there. And now I am going to go ahead and assemble the face. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is apply glue to the white part of the little nose there, and put that on and make sure that that is centered and in the right spot. Then I'm going to go ahead and bring out my eyes and my nose. And I'm going to go ahead and use my pick-me-up stick. It's got a little putty on the end, which makes it really easy to pick up small pieces. Glue that one down, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the nose on. And that is the face. Such a cute little face. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the ears on. And you can see from this shot that edging or putting ink on the edges gives those ears a lot of depth and dimension. So I really enjoy inking my projects. It gives it a little bit more pizzazz, I guess you would say. Alright. Now the front of the panel is complete. I'm going to go ahead and use a glaze pen in black to go over the eyes and the nose. Using a glaze pen gives a lot of shine, especially when you're using the black, and so I wanted a lot of gloss on there, so I'm going to go ahead and color the nose and the eye, and then I'm going to go ahead and place that aside when I'm done to let that dry. It does take a little bit for that to dry. It is a very wet ink. And so now I'm going to go ahead and let's assemble the bow. So the first thing that I want to do is curl the paper a little bit, train the paper to a little bit round so that it doesn't fold. I don't really want it to be folded. So I'm going to add some glue to the back side and bend around one of the bows there. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that to the other side as well. And now I'm going to use my tweezers. I really like these tweezers because they clamp down and they hold my project together while that is drying. And I'm going to go ahead now and apply the center of the bow. That just wraps around there, and I'll go ahead and add my glue to that as well. And wrap the rest of that piece around there and use my tweezers to clamp that and set that aside to dry. And so now it's on to the box. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the bottom of the box. So I have those two pieces there. I'm going to go ahead and mountain fold all of my score lines. Once those are all folded, I'm going to go ahead and apply glue to the tab there and match those two pieces up, making sure that they're perfect. I'm going to go ahead and lay that on my table, push down for some pressure to make sure that is a good tight fit. And we're going to go ahead and close up our box. So put some more glue and close up that tab. Perfect. So now all I need to do is add the insert, which is really going to shape this box up, because you can see it's not a complete square. It does have a little bit of a shape to it. I'm going to put some scratch paper down and apply some glue to the inside tabs of that box. And then I'm going to go ahead and add that flat shape, which will actually shape up the box nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and add a lot of pressure to make sure that those tabs are secured to that piece. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and add glue to the back and add the duplicate piece that comes with the project so that it covers up those tabs, making it a really clean project. And now it's time to work on the top of the box, and it's pretty much the same procedure as we did with the bottom of the box. We're going to go ahead and fold those tabs. I'll mount and fold both of those tabs there. When those are folded, I'm going to go ahead and apply glue to the right hand side of that tab there and match those up, making sure they're aligned perfectly. And then I'm going to go ahead and seal up this box, apply some more glue on the tab, and close it up. And just like we did with the bottom of the box, we're going to go ahead and use some scratch paper and apply glue to the inside of those tabs, and then put the piece in. Now this piece has a hole in it because that is what is going to show your candy or whatever you decide to put in your box through to the front of the bunny. That is what the vellum piece is going to be covering. So at this point, if you decided you wanted to go ahead and use this as a table setting with a name, you could go ahead and put your name inside. At this point, I think it would look nice behind the bunny there, so this would be a good spot to go ahead, and you could probably just go ahead and print that out with your printer and cut it out with scissors and then apply that at this point. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply the box to the bunny, and I'm going to go ahead and match up those ovals there. Perfect. And the box fits together. And we're almost done. I'm going to go ahead and add the tail. So I'm going to go ahead and add a foam square or foam rectangle and pop that up and add the tail there. And the last thing I need to do is add the pretty little bow. So I'm going to add some glue to the back of the bow and put that on her neck. I used a little bit too much glue there, so I'm going to go ahead and try to take a little bit of it off. It's going to go ahead, it's going to dry clear anyways, not a big deal. And there you have your project. You can put whatever kind of treats you want inside there, and your project is done. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's project. Please make sure you head on over to simplycraftysvgs.com and check out all the files that they have available. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe on the video. This does help me out, so YouTube shows it to more people, and I appreciate that. On your screen now is the subscribe button, as well as a recommended next video. Thanks, and have a great day!